Good morning, everybody. It's Sunday morning. I'm actually recording this on Saturday, but I thought I'd take a few minutes and just share a message instead of typing one in. Good news for you is that Flipgrid Shorts only is 10 minutes, and that'll limit me for sure. And I'm sure you figured out I could talk for days now. So this puts a little bit of pressure on me to keep it short and sweet, and also. Make sure I have thoughts about what I'm talking about instead of rambling on and on. I apologize for that, by the way. Sometimes my mind gets going and can't seem to stop it. But really, just this morning, wanted to kind of just take a second, take a deep breath, and say thank you. I know that as you head through your Sunday, you'll get closer and closer to Sunday evening and maybe get some Sunday night scaries. And I hope not, but I also know that this first day of school is different than one we've had in a really long time. I thought just real quickly, since I referenced first year teachers, I'd share my first year of teaching experience with you. And I won't give you the whole story, but long story short, I was hired in late June at Scioto by Marina Davis. They had a teacher that they had hired that backed out and took a job somewhere else, so they needed to hire somebody. And I didn't know any better. I went in. I was living up in Cleveland. I just finished at John Carroll. Came down and interviewed, and they called me back and said, "We'd love to have you." Didn't know much about the district. Didn't really, when I went to school at Ohio State, didn't know much about the surrounding communities and what I was getting myself into. And pretty much I moved down here the July 31st. Was given a bunch of books and said, "Here's what you'll be teaching. We start school on this date." And I started coaching football that first year on August 1st. I lived out of my car for the most part for the first month and a half. All my clothes were hanging in the back. I did have an apartment with no furniture. I didn't actually have time to get furniture until probably late September, October. I had a bed. Everything else, I ate on the floor. And just kind of I was in and out at school pretty much. I lived at school and in my car for the most part for the first couple months of school, and you know that I didn't know any different, and I was having fun. I was working hard, and probably didn't do the best job ever as being a teacher, but I still remember it to this day, and I guess that's kind of the message I'd like to have to you is I know it's scary. I know we don't know necessarily what's going to happen. On Monday or what's going to happen in 2 weeks. But I think if we embrace the opportunity to have fun and enjoy it, it will be a memory that we'll be able to tell somebody else, kind of much like I am about my first year of teaching here, or my first day before the first year of teaching. Um, I'm so proud to work with all of you and so grateful every single day, the level of professionalism and desire to do right by our students. And really that's all you can ask as an educator and as a building principal, is that you desire to make sure our kids have a good experience. And I'm so grateful to all of you. I just wanted to share what I've been sharing and just remind you, because now is not a time to put new things at you, but to continue to reinforce. One of the things I've been telling our parents and I've told our students, and I'm going to tell you, is that, the three things I'm going to ask of you this year are very simple. One is to assume positive intent. I'm going to assume positive intent from every situation, and with the understanding that every single person is trying to do their best for their students. Every single student is trying to do their best for their teacher, and every single parent is trying to do their best to support the school and their son or daughter. Is that going to happen every time? And is it going to be perfect? No, I'm not asking you to be perfect. What I am asking you to be is to do your best. And if we make a mistake, acknowledge it and fix it and move on. So assume positive intent. Second is being patient, which is really hard. We need to be patient. We need to be patient with ourselves. We need to be patient with our colleagues. We need to be patient with our students, and we need to be patient with our parents. There are going to be things that are going to happen. We can't control that, which is really hard because we like to control stuff as educators for sure. But be patient, and I'm going to emphasize, be patient with yourself. There's going to be things that you're not going to know how to do. They're not going to work the way you expect, and you're going to have to start over. You're going to have something crash and it's not going to save. That's going to be frustrating. I'm not saying you can't be frustrated, you can't vent, but be patient and know that whatever ends up coming, it will be good. Be one day at a time if you have to, but as long as you're ready for the next day, you're on schedule. So be patient with yourself, be patient with your colleagues, be patient with your students, and be patient with the families. Lastly, I keep saying this, but it's certainly true. We have to be together. We have to stay together. We have to make sure we're taking care of each other. Doesn't mean we're going to be 100% in alignment all the time, but if we're taking care of each other, we'll be able to navigate those rough passages and be able to find a way through. If we don't, if we start to fractionalize and we start to, drift apart, it's going to be really, really difficult when things get hard, and they're going to get hard. They're already hard. There's going to be times where they're harder than this. So stay together, try to keep encouraging each other, support each other. And if you're being patient and you're assuming positive intent, it's much easier to stay together. And then lastly, and I know you hear me say this a lot, but I want to make sure you understand that we love every single one of you. I love you like my own family. And that's everything that we are doing is trying to make sure you're safe and make sure you have the tools that you need in order to be successful. That doesn't mean I'm just going to, we're going to make every single decision that you're going to agree with, or I'm not going to do some things that maybe make you upset. But know that I'm never going to do anything to intentionally harm you. I care about you. I care about your families. I care about our students. And I want to make sure we're doing everything we can to make sure you guys have what you need in order to be successful. That's all I can do. And I'm going to work hard every single day to make sure that happens. I need you guys. I love you guys. And I'm so grateful for everything that you do. Have a great rest of the weekend. And we'll see some of you on Monday, and we'll see some of you on Tuesday. But we're going to see all of our students over the next couple of days, and let's be excited to do that. I am certainly so very excited. Bye, guys. Thank you.